On May 1, 1915, New York newspapers carried an ominous warning from the German embassy. It said travelers sailing on British ships into the war zone did so at their own risk. The warning appeared right next to an ad for the RMS Lusitania's departure that very day. Most passengers just laughed it off. The Lusitania was the fastest ship on the Atlantic, too fast for any submarine. And surely Germany wouldn't attack a civilian ship. But here's what those passengers didn't know. Hidden in the cargo hold were 4.2 million rifle bullets, over 1,000 cases of shrapnel shells, and enough ammunition to supply a small army. The Lusitania wasn't just a passenger liner. She was a floating ammunition depot. This is the story of the torpedo that killed 1,198 people and pushed America one step closer to World War I. When the Lusitania launched in 1906, she was the largest, fastest ship in the world. First-class passengers enjoyed marble bathrooms and a dining saloon that rivaled Versailles. But she had a secret. The British government subsidized her construction, and in exchange, the ship was designed to be converted into a military vessel. When World War I began, the Lusitania started carrying war materials, hidden among civilian passengers. It was a calculated risk, using civilians as human shields for weapons shipments. On May 1, 1915, 1,959 people boarded, unaware of the deadly cargo beneath them. The German embassy's warning was no idle threat. They had declared the waters around Britain a war zone. Among the passengers were some of America's wealthiest citizens, like Alfred Vanderbilt. Many saw the warning but dismissed it. Captain William Turner was also confident. But what he may not have known was the sheer volume of military cargo. The manifest listed 4.2 million rifle cartridges, thousands of shrapnel shells, and aluminum powder for explosives. Later investigations suggest even more was hidden under false labels. The Lusitania steamed toward Liverpool, straight into U-boat-infested waters. While the Lusitania crossed the Atlantic, German U-boat U-20 was prowling the Irish coast, commanded by Walter Schwieger. By May 7th, he had only 3 torpedoes left. But the weather was perfect, clear skies, calm seas. Meanwhile, the Lusitania approached Ireland. Captain Turner had received warnings about U-boats. The orders were clear: maintain maximum speed in zigzag. But to make high tide in Liverpool, he slowed the ship to 18 knots. He also stopped zigzagging. The Lusitania was now sailing in a straight line at reduced speed, just 11 miles off the coast. Schwieger couldn't believe his luck. At 2:10 p.m., Schwieger spotted the enormous liner through his periscope. He fired a single torpedo. It struck the starboard side, right where the ammunition was stored. A massive explosion tore through the ship. Then, seconds later, a second, much larger explosion erupted from within. Historians still debate the cause. Was it the ship's boilers, or the hidden ammunition detonating? The ship listed severely, losing all power. The extreme angle made launching lifeboats nearly impossible. Alfred Vanderbilt gave his life jacket to a mother, then tried to save infants. He never made it off the ship. Just 18 minutes after the torpedo struck, the Lusitania slipped beneath the waves, taking 1,198 souls with her. Only 761 people survived. Among the dead were 128 Americans. The world was outraged. Newspapers called it murder. Germany defended the attack, claiming the Lusitania was carrying munitions, making her a legitimate target. Britain denied it, calling it propaganda, but Germany was telling the truth. In 1982, British documents were declassified, confirming the massive weapons shipment. This revelation raised uncomfortable questions. Did Britain knowingly use passengers as human shields to draw America into the war? President Wilson maintained neutrality, but the Lusitania's sinking dramatically shifted public opinion. It planted the seeds for America's entry into the war 2 years later. Germany had killed Americans, but Britain had put them in harm's way. The Lusitania disaster proved that in modern war, there are no safe spaces. It also revealed a darker truth. Governments will sacrifice civilians for strategic advantage. Both sides gambled with innocent lives, and 1,198 people paid the price. Today, the Lusitania rests 300 feet down off the Irish coast, with access banned due to the danger of unexploded munitions. If you want to understand the full human drama of this voyage, I can't recommend Erik Larson's Dead Wake enough. It reads like a thriller and is absolutely gripping. The Lusitania reminds us that in war, truth is the first casualty. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more stories from the sea.